What's going on, YouTube? This is Fish Freak Phil, giving you an update on my battle versus ICK. So far, I don't know. I have two fish who are MIA. Like my orchid dotty back is nowhere to be found, and my Rainford Goby also bounced. Interestingly enough, my Rainford Goby showed no signs of ick at all, no scratching or anything like that. Although he had some very peculiar behavior where he was hiding in an area underneath the rock there, and then he once in a while he'd pop out a little bit and then gone. The orchid dotty back had one spot of ick on there. It would come out to eat, and then the second day I saw the ick had dropped off. No signs of ick. It was literally just the dotty back and my clown who had signs of ick on them, who had ick on them. No other fish had ick. It since then spread, but on that second day, as soon as that dropped off the dotty back, I have not seen it at all. It came out to eat, and then one day it was there, and then one day gone. I thought maybe it jumped out of the back, it's in the back of the sump. No, it's absolutely gone. It's been about a little bit over a week now. At this point, I'm going to say it's probably dead somewhere in my rock work. Knowing how small it was and the fact that it was working its way into the rock, I haven't had the chance to go out and dig it out, and I may not even do it, to be honest with you. I may just let it rot in there. I really don't look forward to trying to dig out a little fish that's in a hole of a rock. So I'll probably have some, if that's the case, which at this point, I'm assuming it is dead, that's what's gonna happen. I've been dosing with Polyp Lab Medic. Overdosing, actually. It says you can do, for severe cases, up to three times the recommended dosage on there, and that's what I've been doing. The fish are still hungry. You can see them, like they're hungry right now. That's why you see the food aggression going on with my clowns. They're still eating. I've been trying to infuse garlic into the foods. I'm now adding something to the fight, and I had a green machine UV sterilizer that I used to use on my planted tank. I have it set up in the back sump area, and actually you can't see it too well here because it's so dark, but I have it running there. It was old, so I bought a new bulb for that. So this is the replacement bulb. And the bulb's inside the casing. You basically pop off the old one, pop the new one on, plug it in, good to go. And I'm basically adding, actually I have a second UV sterilizer coming in because I'm ODing on the sterilizers just to, they're suffering bad. The only way to really get rid of this stuff is to remove your fish from your tank. Now, people say 6 to 8 weeks, the minimum, but reality is that's not true, because if you add anything to your tank from that point on without quarantining, because I'm not set up for quarantining any fish. So every time I add something new to the tank, I'm basically resetting that clock in terms of of there possibly being a ick outbreak. So you're not really safe until those 6 to 8 weeks are done. And I mean, how many people are gonna go that long without adding anything to your tank? Now, here's the thing. They say 6 to 8 weeks, but that's not true, because I've done some research and I've learned that some of those eggs that go down into the gravel, onto your rock work and stuff like that, they can stay dormant in your tank up to 6 months. So even after your 6 to 8 weeks period and you have no ick outbreak, you're all fine, you could still get it later on, because we don't know for sure if any of those eggs had stayed dormant or not. So you really, those 6 to 8 weeks is really more like 6 to 8 months. So running another tank, quarantine tank for that, I'm just not gonna do it. I just not set up for that. Nor I have patience, but I don't have that much patience. I don't know how many of you guys might have that much patience, but I certainly don't. More power to you if you do. But I'm not built for that type of battle. So I'm adding actually a UV sterilizer to this, a second one to this one. I have I ordered, I believe it's a Sun one. It should be in the mail. Should be in getting here the next few days. But I also ordered for this tank, my Fluval, I ordered another smaller green machine sterilizer. This one right here, for up to 20 gallons, and I'm going to basically stick it right in there and let it do its work. The only fish that has ick on there is the yellow clown goby. And I gotta say, well, the tail spot blenny, he's been scraping, so he's being bothered too. But my firefish he's not flashed or anything. She's good to go. She's tank boss and just been. And I believe I read somewhere where they're not very susceptible. They're not as susceptible to ick as some other fish. And I mean, I gotta tell you, I've had fish with ick in here, and typically at my first signs of ick, I would just start, boom, right to this, and it seemed to help. My problem is the thing I waited too long. I did not start medicating as soon as I saw it. I waited too long, and I'll never do that again. As a matter of fact, from now on, I believe once a month I may actually just do a run it for, it said 10 days is the minimum. So once a month I may actually put it in my tank for 10 days and just run it through a cycle once I'm done dealing with this. But if I've actually taken this out of the box now, and it's nice and small, there's some instructions on it. Basically, this is like just set up as a plug and play. Let me see if I can put this down for a moment. So set it for just to plug it in and plug and play. Kind of just the thing I don't like about these green machines systems that they always require 2 plugs. It's one for the pump and one for the UV light. But yeah, it's basically. Okay, it's basically going to suction this to the side of my glass, and this, looks like the inlet. Yeah, this is the inlet, and maybe an outlet somewhere. I don't know, but I'm gonna read some directions and basically install that and run that in here. Being as big and bulky as this thing is, I'm just going to put this in a corner here, let it run, and yeah, I have enough space for that. But if I didn't have the sponge in there, I can actually put it right into the sump. It's small enough where it fit perfectly in there. Actually, more than perfectly in there, but my setup doesn't allow for it, but some of yours might. But yeah, I'm gonna put this right on the inside glass here and have it do its thing in that corner, and we'll hope for the best. I mean, this is day. Let's see here. This is day. Today's day 10. No, today's day 9 on running this. And so far I haven't seen much change. I have to say, like, the fish, they're still actively eating. They're hungry, like they're ready to jump out the tank at me, come get some food. But so far, I mean, no confirmed deaths from the ick. I'll just say that. My Makaska wrasse, I had made a boneheaded mistake where I jumped out of my tank. I had taken the lid off, and I was over here working on moving this coral over here. It's not actually stuck in place, so it had fallen over, and I was messing around with it, and I think I scared it, and it jumped out of my tank. Ironically, I'd come near the glass, it'd be fine, but whatever I did, it might have jumped and scared it out of the glass, out of the tank, jumped out, and by the time I found it, it was already too late. So I'll be looking to replace that guy. I really like the Makaska wrasse. I'm actually thinking about getting both a Makaska and a carpenter, to run in here. I'm just gonna wait a little bit. And once I add something new again, I run the risk of not reintroducing ick, because it could potentially be in your tank all the time. Anytime you add anything to your tank, doesn't matter if it's coral, snails, crabs, whatever, even used equipment. That's another thing that we don't even think about. Like if you just bought equipment or whatever off of eBay or whatever, or a friend, or you get equipment that's not fresh out of a package, that's been used in another system, you're potentially introducing ick and some other things into your tank. But that's what we do, and that's part of our hobby. And I don't quarantine it, and this is just I gotta say, in all the years that I've been in tanks, freshwater and saltwater, I've never had ick this bad. My glasses actually needs to be scraped. I've been feeding really heavily, so look at this. Look at that glass, the haze on there. But I want to see if I can get you guys a close up of my my clown, because he's got it the worst. Both of these guys have I've seen it on the angel, but man, these guys are really hungry. They're not playing. But yeah, they've gotten it the worst. Where the angel, I've also added some goby, what they call cleaner gobies. They've been kind of pecking at the fish a little bit, but overall they have not. I don't know how much they're actually helping. Like, they peck a little bit, and now they say you should only have one per system or something like that, or I forgot I took the chance and added two. They were hanging out together for most of the time I see them, but that one I just looked at looked like his fins were beat up, so he's hiding in the corner. So I think the other one got at him. I don't know, I have to take a better look in a little bit, see if I can see the other one, see what condition that he just swam by a moment ago. But I don't know if you can see. Yeah, even on my angel, he's had it. But yeah, they're in a rough condition. But the troopers, man, they've been in there. Now, I could take them out and try to stress them out, but that's adding more stress, so that makes no sense. But I'm gonna go ahead and get these UV sterilizers in there and feed them and see, and I'll give you guys an update in the next couple of days. And yeah, anyway, just giving you an update. This is Fish Freak Phil giving you an update, my battle against ick in both my Cobalt Aquatic CB40 and my Fluval Evo 13.5. Do your research, try things out, and see what happens. Later, y'all.